Welcome back to Whitt Acres. I'm Cody. This is Echo back here. We're gardening at home. I'm out here in my pergola today trying to catch some shade to start this video because it is August 12th and very hot outside. It is probably, I think, 99 degrees and 104 real feel today, so it's pretty hot in the sun. Puppy's going over to get some shade. But today I need to harvest some potatoes. I'm probably really late on the potatoes because they're pretty much dying back. We just got a rain yesterday, so it's not really the most opportune time to be harvesting them, but I want to get them out of there before they start rotting if they're ready to go. So we're going to start off over in the food forest and get those potatoes harvested, and then we'll go around and see what's blooming. So here is my potato row. So some of them are still green, but this section here is about completely died back. So I want to reach in there and see what's underneath. There's a little bit of green left here. And then if you look over here, you can see they're dying back as well. And I even have some potatoes coming across or coming out on the top. So once they turn green like that, they're going to be no good. Actually slightly poisonous if you eat too many of them. So we're going to go ahead and leave all the green ones that are touched by the sunlight right there for compost. There's another one that popped out. So hopefully we got some good ones underneath the pile, and we're going to start pulling them up. I got my basket here and my gloves, and we're going to see what's in there. I'm going to start right here with these ones that look the deadest. And I'm just going to go ahead and reach in here and see what comes out with the plant. That one's just a little bit. Actually, this is one that me and my dad tested early, and we did get a couple potatoes off of that. But put it back in to see if those little ones would get any bigger, but they're not. So go ahead and dig in here, and I don't want to break the stems. I'd rather try and get the whole plant out at once. There we go. We got some potatoes. I think these are the red Norlands. So, good 4 good sized potatoes there. Little red Norlands. Up up. It's not bad. I don't know what to do with the plant yet. We'll probably just throw these all in the compost when I'm done. So, I'll line them up here on the edge. I have this stick here, so we're going to work our way this way. Get all the same variety out first. In here. Oh, there's one. The gut plant only gave me one. Yep, only one off of that one. Oh, nice. You got one that split open a little bit. No big deal. What do you see, pup? Potatoes. Yep. So not bad. We even take out a little one. I've never grown potatoes before, so every potato I get, I'm pretty happy to get. It's just a learning experience growing all these different types of potatoes, growing them this way in the mounded up compost. Hey, we got some potatoes. We had a really long dry period, so you can see the soil's still dry under here, even though it looks wet on top because we just got that recent rain. It's actually pretty dry under there, and the mycelium's really starting to grow in. I'll take the little potatoes too. Okay, I'm gonna start pulling these potatoes out all the way down the line, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull them all today. Just gonna, I think so. We'll see how it goes. You guys go ahead and watch me speed up and pull these out. So we got all the red Norland picked, and we got a pretty good amount. Started getting into the purple ones. Can't remember which ones these are. Purple King or something. But, so I wanted to bring you in and we can see how the purple ones are coming up. Having a good time pulling these potatoes. I like root vegetables, harvesting them. Never know what you're gonna find underneath. Look at that. Gorgeous. That's a nice sized potato there. Nothing wrong with that. Now this one looks like something got into it. I don't know. We're gonna keep it. We'll see how it is, but you can see the color difference. Can you? A little less purple than the other ones. But oh, we got another good one on there. One plant. Few of them on there. So what I'm doing is I'm just leaving the soil as much as I can where it was, and I'm just covering them back up with the straw so it can compost all winter. I'm pulling the straw back, trying to find where they have the stem. Just I'm wiggling the stem out, trying to get everything come out attached. Then I'm shaking all the dirt off. Sometimes the potato falls right off if it's heavy. Like this one. Not bad. And then you got to dig in there because they don't all come out on the plant. Those are the big ones that usually stay in there. So make sure you dig all around in there. You don't want to be leaving potatoes that you could have harvested. Alright, put it back the way it came. Actually, I'm going to try and pull some of this. Pull some of that viola weed out of there before I put it back. Cover that back up. Make sure I dug in here. I don't want to be leaving any of these behind. Alright, next over, we'll find some of these. Push back the straw and you can already see a nice big purple one laying there. I'm going to grab every one of the shoots of the potato plant. I'm just going to jerk it, wiggle it up, shake the dirt off, and any of the potatoes will fall off as well. As I expected, I am getting to these a little late, so some of them are already getting rotten, which that's okay. I'm still getting a good amount. I mean, look at that. We're closing in on half a bushel. So I'm gonna dig in here. Yep, there's another good sized one there. Oh, there's another. They can reach out pretty far away from the plant, so go ahead and dig around in there. I'm using my hands. Some people use a potato fork or something, but since I did it this way with the stacked up compost, the soil is very loose. I could just use my hand and not use a tool, which could end up hurting the potato if you go ahead and stab one of them. Alright, I'm gonna keep going on these, and I have just a little bit more here, and then I have two more varieties over there in that patch, and I got one more down at the end of that row, but that one down there is looking pretty green, so I'm gonna leave those go a little bit longer. They're not dying back, but the ones over here on the food forest end, they're dying back, so I want to get those out of there before they start rotting. Okay, we got them all harvested. I'll put the names up on the screen because I don't remember them off the top of my head, but the red ones I think are red Norland. And then we got the purple, and then we have these longer, lighter ones compared to a little bit darker. So I think all in all it was a pretty good harvest. I don't know how much it weighs, but I think we got probably 20 pounds or so. Definitely had slugs starting to come in on them, and we lost quite a few. I had to leave behind because they were rotting or bugs got to them. Some of them the sun got to them, so this is what I'm talking about. Whenever they get hit by the sun and they turn green, we'll start a off-gassing process that makes them a little bit poisonous. So I know it's hard, but go ahead and throw those green ones back to the compost. We got our first real potato harvest. There's still some out there over at the end of that mound there. There's still some left. I'm gonna leave those go, maybe give them some water, because these things were dry. Even if they wanted to grow, they weren't going to grow very well because that mound, that raised little mound of compost and straw I had, it dried out, and it's a little bit too far away from the house for me to bring the hose out here conveniently. So that was pretty much left to Mother Nature to water these potatoes for this year, which is just fine. She did a good job, and I got a decent amount of potatoes. So I brought the potatoes down here into the garage and laid them out in a single layer on this tarp here, and I'm going to leave them here for a good week or two, maybe roll them over and flip them as they need drying. Kept them separated so you can see how much red, purple, and gold we got. I think it's a pretty good turnout for a first effort. I know a little bit for next year. I think I can do a little bit better, make a little bit more denser plantings, and maybe keep them watered a little bit better. But I got this fan here, and I'm going to be turning this fan on to blow on the potatoes for the duration of the drying process for a week or so, and then I'll be able to bag them up or put them in a crate down the root cellar. We don't have time this week to do a garden tour. My brother got married this week, so we got a little bit busy, but at least we got the potatoes harvested and they can get dry before they start rotting. But if you like what you see, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and the bell down below, and then you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching.